Crazy Crab in the house. How's everybody doing today? And I'm going to just talk about this new information. This is really interesting to me because it kind of shows, in my opinion, how a company would typically act when their customers are being attacked. And I love the way this company handled it. Before I start talking about that, if you haven't already, because these videos, when I just talk a bunch of crap and read articles, get like 1,000, 2,000 views, and then my stuff that I really work hard on, for some reason, not complaining, just saying for some reason, they don't do as well, only get 100 or 200 views, even though I think they're going to be a little more entertaining. So if you haven't seen it, check out some of my previous videos, especially the Last Jedi trailer I just put out, which portrays it as a comedic film, which basically it is. It's a big, gigantic joke. So here we go, though. This one here, Guild Wars Studio fires 2 employees after clash with streamer. Okay, let's check this out by Megan. Wow, Farokhmanesh. Megan Farokhmanesh writes, Guild Wars 2 developer ArenaNet. So ArenaNet is the company in question here that I am happy with, has fired 2 of its developers after a disagreement with a streamer on Twitter. Narrative designer Jessica Price and Peter Fries, a writer who had been with ArenaNet for more than 12 years, were dismissed, see ya, for what ArenaNet is calling a failure to uphold our standards of communicating with the game's players. And I don't think it's probably a really tough standard to uphold. I'm pretty sure, talk to them with respect, give them the information they're asking for if you can, if you're allowed to, be respectful, simple as that. If they say something you disagree with, just respectfully disagree, but do not insult our customers. On July 3rd, narrative designer Jessica Price, tweeted a 29-tweet thread dissecting the challenges of writing player characters in an MMORPG. A streamer who goes by Duror responded, really interesting thread to read. However, allow me to disagree slightly. Okay, that sounds about as respectfully as you can possibly disagree. If anyone ever said this to something I wrote on a tweet, or I would just be like, wow, I love this person. I mean, look at how respectful he is. And shared a 3-tweet explanation of how narrative design influences player expression in the sort of games that Price narratively designs. Very, very nice. Very professional. Price both replied directly to Duror, tweeting, thanks for trying to tell me what we do internally, my dude. And retweeted his response with the caption, today in being a female game developer. What the fuck? What? Can I cuss? Can I cuss? I'm not, yep, okay, I'm not going to cuss. Today, in being a game developer, allow me, a person who does not work with you, explain you how to do your job. Respectfully disagree. Really interesting thread to read with this little great job. However, allow me to disagree slightly, with emphasis on slightly. I don't believe the issue lies in the MMORPG genre itself, as your wording seemingly suggests. I could be wrong. I believe the issue lies in the constraints, is that supposed to be constraints, of the living stories narrative design. And she comes back with this, because she's putting what he said here. Can I call her what I want to? I mean, that word. That is a total, oh my gosh. Wow, that is so messed up, man. Like, this is supposed to be okay. Like, if she worked for Lucasfilm, this would be all in a day's work, right? They would applaud her. They'd give her a promotion. She'd be the new freaking CEO. Like the next rando asshat who attempts to explain the concept of branching dialogue to me, as if, you know, having worked in the game narrative for a freaking decade, I have never heard of it, and is getting insta-blocked, she added. PSA. Price's suggestion that Duror was mansplaining game development, an area where he does not have the same knowledge or experience, sparked anger among the ArenaNet community. She subsequently responded to those criticizing her on Twitter that, I'm not on the clock here. I'm not your emotional courtesan just because I'm a developer. Don't expect me to pretend to like you here. Price was fired shortly after. Duh! Good. Are you kidding me? You're going to talk like this to a customer who very respectfully disagreed with something slightly? Wow, this is one of those. She's a female who's just like you either you treat her like she's perfect, or anything you disagree with, it's because oh, you're just questioning me because, excuse me, yes, I'm a woman and I've done this for. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I cussed. Fuck it. Let's go on. Although many fans are comparing this to something like working in a restaurant, be polite to the customer or get fired, Price says it's impossible to talk about this incident without larger context about systematic online harassment. You call that harassment? That's harassment? I respectfully disagree slightly. That's harassment? Particularly the sometimes abusive relationship between fans and game developers? Then don't talk to them. What is your problem? What are these people problem these days? Holy freaking cow. And the failure of game companies to address it. Game companies are generally unwilling to be honest with themselves about how they're complicit in creating and sustaining that environment. Dude, again, I've said this in previous videos. There's millions of fans. You can't control millions and millions of fans on the internet where anybody can get on Twitter or Facebook or whatever and say whatever they want. What are you going to do? What do you want them to do? Send a hitman to their house? Hunt them down? What do you want them to do about it? People are going to be rude on the internet. What are we going to do? People are rude to me on YouTube. People are going to be rude to me probably in this video. People tell me, go kill yourself. Why don't you put a gun in your crab mouth and pull the trigger? What am I supposed to do about it? What is anyone supposed to do? Holy freaking cow. Many companies expect developers to have frequent contact with players, and since creatives are perceived as being responsible for the way the game is more than the customer support, companies are basically tying up their employees and setting them on the railroad tracks for angry people to run over, says Price. You just have to know how to deal with people, Price. That particular person was very polite. There was no reason to react like the way that she did. There was no reason for that. That was completely out of whack right there. That guy was probably like, whoa, holy freaking cow. I feel horrible for that individual. He was the one that was bullied. He was the one that was run over. Period. End of story, in my opinion. This toxic relationship is one of the biggest factors in burnout among developers. Oh, God, this is so mean. Oh, I'm almost burned out, guys. I got to get off YouTube for a few months, guys. It's just too much. The bullies are getting to me. And I'm going to have to get off YouTube. Give me some time to get over this because it's just too much. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I don't want to read this whole thing. I think we get the point. I mean, the bottom line is, though, let me see. Here we go. This is what I want to read. This is the statement that the company put out. The attacks on the community were unacceptable. O'Brien is the man who's in charge of this company, and I pretty much love him. As a result, they're no longer with the company. I want to be clear that the statements they made do not reflect the views of ArenaNet at all. As a company, we always strive to have collaborative relationships with the Guild Wars community. We value your input. We make this game for you. Wow. Lucasfilm, Disney, please observe this statement. Please observe this statement. Please observe this statement. Please observe this statement. Oh my gosh. Wow. O'Brien. Okay, I mean, this is how you do it. Funny thing is, I shouldn't be shocked by this. I should be like, of course they're going to say that. I said it before in an example on a video a few weeks back about if someone in Coca-Cola came out on Facebook or Twitter and started attacking the people who bought their products, that you aren't our customers, you aren't our customers, you guys are customers of Walmart, but not of, they'd get fired or they'd get in big trouble. In this particular case, I feel that this lady deserved to get fired. Now, if she was a little less rude, but just simply a little bit rude, then I wouldn't want her to get fired. I would just want her to be explained to that that's not how you treat a customer. I don't want people losing their jobs. But her reaction was just, I'm pretty much think that I think she deserved to be gone. I'm sorry. You cannot talk the way she did. She was just being rude beyond explanation to a person who was being very polite. So I'm just really happy, and I have to applaud this company and a couple other videos out there that talked about this story. So there's not a whole much to say about it other than just had to say wonderful job by this company. I don't even know this company, honestly. I'm not big into gaming. Like, I mean, I love playing games, but this particular company I don't know. More of the games I play are card games. I play some chess, and I play sports games like on the PlayStation. I'll play baseball, a lot of baseball, football, stuff like that. Unfortunately, I don't know this company too much, but I have to applaud them. I need to get to know them. O'Brien, I just love you, man, and I really appreciate you doing the right thing. That woman was way out of line, way out of line. We're not going to stand for that, Jessica Price. Jessica Price, you need to get your freaking, you need to get your head on straight, okay? You need us to learn how to take criticism and just be polite to people. Not everything is about SJW. Not everything is about male, female. Not everything is about putting you down because you're a female game developer. This particular person could give a crap if you're a female, male. I don't care if you're a freaking alien. I don't care if you're Yoda. Okay, nobody cares. We only care about the games you develop. Okay, so he respectfully disagreed slightly. Okay, get a life, lady. Jessica Price. Really don't like this girl. And I'm glad she got fired, to be quite honest. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And please subscribe. And that's all I have to say. Please check the links out and in the description. And that's it. Bye.